darlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and start into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so very much for being here. For those of you who are returning and who are my subscribers, thank you for coming back for another message from Spirit. Just a quick note, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, I am available. My calendar is open. Check out capellawellness.com. I have plenty of services there because I do a lot of work with my clients, and check out the Capella memberships that I have as well. You get exclusive content. It's kind of like Patreon, but I built it on my own platform where you get additional guidance like what needs to be healed for the month, what needs to be unblocked for the month, and you will also have access to daily guidance. I will do videos for every day of the week. It's at least 3 to 5 videos a week to help supplement the readings that you watch here on YouTube, okay? There are different tiers. All of the different tiers have different perks, so I would highly recommend that you check that out to help you with your spiritual growth, because that's what this is about. All right, guys, with that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading. How are you? I hope all is awesome in your sector of the universe. I send you much love and many blessings, as I always do. All right, Aries, what we're going to do here is we're going to see what's going on with you at this time, what obstacles you are facing, and what lessons you are learning from this for your spiritual growth, because that is what this is about. We're then going to get guidance from Spirit, see what your wellness message is, what's going on with love and relationships for you. And lastly, we are going to take a look into what this full super moon in Sagittarius is bringing you, which occurred on June 14th, 2022, but you know, the energies of the full moon are still lingering. So maybe whatever comes out has already happened. It's at 23 degrees Sagittarius. If you haven't checked where that is in your chart, I would highly recommend you do so to see how you're going to be impacted or what's being impacted. All right, guys, we're ready to go. Let's see what's going on with you right now, Aries. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, planetarians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What is going on with Aries at this time? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Wow. Okay. This was actually at the bottom of the deck with the daily guidance I gave for June 15th. So we've got the Empress here, Aries. Remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't. For somebody who's watching this, keep your unhealthy ego at the door and make sure you are honest with yourself and your situation. It looks like for some of you, you are embodying this like no other. You are vibrating at the violet flame frequency. You have achieved the arduous goal of becoming the true divine feminine Christ. So congratulations, Aries. So you feel very abundant. Your light is so luminous. You're a beacon of light, faith, hope to others. You are attracting beautiful things into your world. You feel very fulfilled. And you did this all on your own. You are fully embodying that goddess-like energy. You know you are God within. You know your worth. You don't seek validation about that worth outside of yourself. You're living a peaceful life. You're giving and receiving unconditional love. You're very vibrant, nurturing, kind-hearted, warm, sweet. But you also know your power. And you don't utilize that power in a negative way. You don't use it like this. That's distorted feminine. So it looks like with this energy here, Aries, You are about to reap your rewards. You're getting ready to give birth to that child. Whatever you've been trying to manifest, whatever you've been creating, whatever you've been working on, could be a project, could be just yourself, or trying to manifest your union with your divine counterpart or something like that. Okay, there's a lot of things with this. But you are about to birth something great into the world. I'm hearing you are crowning. If you know about giving birth, the baby's head is there. Okay? It's time to give birth to whatever this is, Aries. And with that is communication. Somebody is communicating with the Empress. There's good news coming in. For some of you, let's say you have a business or you're creating, you've been working on a project. There is good news coming in about this project. Maybe somebody wants to make an offer and, I don't know, buy whatever you're selling or buy that thing that you're creating or something like that. Just not, remember, it's not for everybody. Take it how it resonates with your particular situation. There could be an apology coming in to the Empress. But either way, there's good news. And even with this apology, it's coming from a trustworthy, devoted, loyal person. This is a very honest person, okay? This person may very well worked hard on this offer, small offer of apology or whatever this is coming in. Could even be like a little token of appreciation is what I'm hearing, to kind of kickstart some things. This person offered something to you. It was small, but it was the start of something bigger is what I'm hearing. This is kind of like an apprentice or a student, or like, you know, the apprentice kind of helps out the master, right? You are this master here. I mean, it's not emperor, but you get what I'm saying. There is mastery with this empress. Like, you are this teacher here. Okay, and there's something about either this person's already made some small gesture towards you by helping you out, by assisting you, because that's what an apprentice does. Again, that's kind of like the start to something bigger here. They made this small offer, this small gesture, but it was something about communication here. They might have done a lot of research on you or research on something to help you with something. They offered, here, I can do this for you. And they've been doing that, or they're about to do it. But there is communication coming in for the Empress here. There is good news. Whether it's an exciting opportunity, could be a new job where you're going to learn something new and get really badass at it, because the Empress, no matter what she learns, she can master. So maybe it's like a new opportunity coming in to learn something different or to teach, right? To teach others, to teach children, to teach students. But this is trustworthy, Aries. It's trustworthy. The others of you, this is about you doing the hard work and embodying and becoming this divine feminine over here. Learning how to be more patient, learning how to be more compassionate, learning about unconditional love, learning exactly how to operate as an empress, as a true divine feminine Christ. Could be that too. Some of you might be doing research on this. How do I become like this person? How do I become this empress here? She's a beautiful individual inside and out. She's a beacon of light for others and beacon of faith. She's very inspiring. She embodies all the queens. She's totally in her divine power because she knows who she is, because she's a child of God. And she utilizes that power to really emanate that light out to the world, and it draws people in. So there's something about, maybe some of you are learning to become this individual, or be like maybe you know somebody who's like this. Maybe you want to be their apprentice and you want them to mentor you or something like that. Take it how it resonates, okay? But if it's not that, for others of you, there is communication coming in that the Empress is receiving. And there's like this small offer here. But it starts off small, but I keep hearing it leads to something bigger. Now, what's interesting here is that after the Page of Pentacles, it's the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, look what's after that. It's the freaking Two of Cups. This is sounding just like my June 15th daily reading that I channeled the crap out of with one card, as usual. If you were curious about that reading, you can sign up for my Capella memberships. All tiers give you unlimited access to all of my daily videos that I put out. Because that reading is coming in here, and there's a bigger message over there that's not going to show up in here. So if you're curious about that and you feel drawn to watch that reading, no, it's not an extended, it's part of a membership. But if you go to the description box below, there's a link to all the memberships. $5.55 gets you access to all of my daily guidance videos and all of my meditation videos. And you have, that's it. Just $5. It's like a gallon of gas these days. So this is sounding a lot like today's guidance. So we've got communication coming in, and this communication is really going to turn things around. There's a lot of good luck here. This communication, whatever this offer is, whatever this good news is, it could very well be changing your financial status for the better. Maybe this good news that comes in, it brings in great fortune. Maybe somebody's finances are drastically going to change, and it's going to change with this partnership. Somebody's karmic debt, somebody's karmic payout may very well come from the partnership and not necessarily about what you did. Somebody paid off a lot of karma this lifetime. And this message that's coming in, most likely from your counterpart, from your soulmate, it's really going to get things into gear. There's a big, exciting new beginning. It's a sudden shift. Somebody is coming into great fortune through this partnership right here. It could be a business partnership too. Keep that in mind. All right. You're receiving good news about something, and your fortune is changing for the better, and it comes with either a business partnership or your soulmate, your counterpart. I'm hearing it's time for this communication to come in so that these two can start the healing process together, and they can start exchanging their cups. I'm hearing exchanging vows too, because this could even lead to marriage. This is a conflict of resolution. This is the start of some beautiful, amazing, deep soul connection. Like a power couple. These two are eventually going to become a power couple because we already have the Empress here. So things are suddenly shifting in an upward direction, Aries, and it starts with this communication. You guys, it's time for you to give and receive love. It's what I heard. And for the relationship to move to the next level with the Queen of Cups. There is a lot of love between the two of you, and it's very passionate. This person is getting ready to communicate their deep feelings for you. They're going to express how they feel now. This is not King of Cups, it's Queen. They're probably moving from the King of Cups to the Queen. And they're just going to go with the flow because they know they need to do this. They now trust in what they're feeling. They're not afraid of the deep love they have for you, and they know they need to come and tell you about it because they want this life with you. The feelings that they have for you are mutual, and they always have been. They just doubted it. But it's time for these people to come in. It's time for the connection to move to the next level here. It's beautiful. And the others of you with regards to learning how to be this Empress here, to be in your divine feminine power. And it doesn't mean that you have to be female to embody that, because we all have feminine, masculine energies. So any males watching this, this is you learning how to embody this that is already within you. being more patient, being more creative, being more unconditionally loving, not forcing things, not trying to be a dictator. She's an excellent ruler, but she's not a dictator. Okay, she works with God. She co-creates with God, and she creates an amazing life for herself. So there's some guys here probably. It's time for you to learn from someone how to embody this. All right? It's the same thing with feminines embodying the masculine energy within them, about taking action and taking the lead in certain things and not being fearful of stuff. Having that unhealthy ego and learning how to say no even comes with that masculine energy, right? Going after the things you want without any fear or hesitation. So there's this even for guys who are watching this, to learn how to embody this energy from someone apparently you know who's already this, okay? It's time to learn something new about yourself, Aries. To embody these energies, guys, so that what? You can attract this. This is violet flame level. When you're vibrating at the violet flame level, that's where she's at. When you fully embodied and embraced your feminine and masculine energies, the divine ones, not the distorted ones, and you come into sacred balance with those two, you attract the love of a lifetime. Those are the key ingredients, aside from other things. That's when you find somebody like-minded, your equal, your counterpart, the person that God made for you. And learning again about unconditional love and compassion and forgiveness. These are divine feminines right here. She embodies this too, along with all the other queens. She's all about forgiveness right here, and compassion and acceptance. So this is about you getting into alignment with somebody where they embody this divine feminine energy too. And for those where there's communication coming in and your relationship's moving to the next level, yeah, for sure. This connection is being very divinely guided. It's very spiritual in nature. Some of you might be moving in together, relocating with this chariot, or maybe doing a lot of traveling, or maybe this person is coming to see you. Maybe they're at a distance, right? They're traveling to see you to express how they feel. Because I'm hearing they want to say it to your face. That's what I heard. They're ready to take action. All right? They're having that willpower and fortitude to just follow divine guidance and go for it. Like, I'm being led by God to do this, so I need to do this because I've been procrastinating. I can't procrastinate anymore. All right? What's at the top here? 5 of Wands. Yep. There's misunderstandings here. That's where this communication's coming in. There's an apology because this person misunderstood who you were to them. They thought you were an illusion, which is the 7 of Cups as well. They thought you were a fantasy. They thought that there's no way that you could have existed, Aries. And now this person wants to resolve the conflict. They're going to talk about and apologize for misunderstanding who you were. Because apparently for somebody here, you were a blessing to them. You were sent by God to help them. Or be an inspiration to them, for them to embody their feminine, their masculine, okay? But there's a big change here with this message. And this person is coming in to apologize for, you know, battling you or fighting this, resisting this. The arguments, maybe you guys had an argument, or they were very hostile towards you, or you know, something like that, and they're coming in to apologize for that. Again, apologies for misunderstandings as well, misunderstanding who you were and the connection and all that. This is also, this person was like they know they need to come forward before they miss another opportunity. They thought they lost an opportunity with you, and now they're like, nope. God showed them, this is divinely led. This is your destiny. You need to go after this person and communicate with them. Apologize. Talk to them about this. Things will shift when you honestly communicate your feelings and clear up any misunderstandings. Yeah, Ten of Wands. It's coming to an end. It's completion here. Somebody was also self-sabotaging, beating themselves up for not realizing that the God brought them this Empress. Now, what I'm getting, if you were a twin flame, a light counterpart, the Empress was distorted when they came in. But the person who misunderstood you, they saw your light. They saw you as this, but they thought there's no way this exists. Right? The illusions kicked in. And they're like, I can't miss out on another opportunity. Which is why they're coming in with this communication. They were overdoing it with the self-sabotage for not really believing who you really were to them. They were on the brink of collapse. There was a lot of stuff going on in their life. And it's like, you know, again, with the beating themselves up. Like, I can't believe I did this. That's coming to an end. Or it has come to an end. I'm also getting another message. A mother and a son, or a mother and a child. Some arguments, some fighting, some battles. Court battles, maybe? I don't see the... Didn't we see the Justice card? Am I crazy? No, I didn't see it. Maybe court battles, but that's what I'm picking up on, guys, because I read intuitively. But there's a lot of fighting and arguing between... maybe it's with you and your mother. Something about, if let's say you have an ex-spouse, you have a child together, and you've been arguing with the mother of your child, okay? Could be the other way around, but I'm getting something about arguing with the mother of the child, or you're arguing with your mother. And maybe, okay, there's another message. Maybe you need to apologize to your mother if you want things to shift. There's a karmic lesson that you need to learn. Probably. Again, this is like truce, conflict of resolution, forgiveness. Forgiveness. She's all about forgiveness. So maybe somebody needs to apologize to their mom. Forgive their mom for something. If you haven't been able to forgive your mom for something, that's actually holding you back from having this. Somebody needs to hear that. When you can't forgive, guys, you can't have this. You can't have a beautiful, harmonious relationship with somebody if you can't forgive. That's just how it goes, guys. I don't make the rules. It's God's rule. It's not mine. Okay? So there's been some battle, some conflict, or like you're stressed out because you keep arguing with a mother or arguing with somebody. Or if this is your divine counterpart, you're stressed out because you just kept battling this and you didn't know what to do. Or again, you kept self-sabotaging because you treated the Empress in a certain way. And now it's like, I can't do this anymore. It's stressing me out. I got to put this to an end. Okay. Now I'm getting all types of crazy stuff, as I usually do. So let's see what the obstacle here is. What obstacle do we have for Aries with, wow, with this situation? It's like they flipped twice. Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay. A lot of threes, guys. Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. We have a 3 here, we have a 3 here, and we have a 3 here. 3, 3, 3. Ascendant Masters are supporting this. Supporting you. So Aries, why do I keep getting Chiron and Aries with this? I think I got that the last time. If you don't have Chiron and Aries, it's okay. That doesn't mean that this message isn't for you, but if you have Chiron and Aries, this message is very important for you. Three of Wands. This is procrastinating. This is making forward progress and you stop in your tracks. You have to keep going when you're trying to manifest a dream here, Aries. You're stalling. You're postponing something. Maybe there's travel restrictions. Maybe somebody's trying to come back from someplace, trying to come home, and something happened with your travel plans. Maybe somebody here has been trying to communicate with the Empress in person, but they're stuck somewhere, or there's something with travel. Your travel plans got postponed, or you have to stay there a little bit longer. Or maybe there's just this need to want to come home to somebody. Maybe you want to come home to your Empress, Aries, or your person wants to come home to you. They've been away on a long journey it's been a very long journey, but this person most likely leveled up because this is the leveling up card. Big developments are happening. But some of you, you're regressing, okay? You're stalling. And if you're working towards becoming that Empress there, embodying the true divine feminine, you got to keep persevering here. You can't rest on your laurels. It's hard work. It took me years to get here. Okay? It took me years. But it's all well worth it, guys, because when you're at this energy here, oh my God, like your life is so different. I still kind of like talk to God. I'm like, is this really my life? And I know I'm not done yet. That's the beautiful thing. The Empress is never done creating or receiving abundance or working magic in her life. But some of you, you're like, you're on this journey, the divine feminine journey perhaps, and it's like all the hard work that you've been putting in, you're like, oh my gosh, it's been so long. When am I going to manifest what I'm trying to manifest? It all happens in divine timing, guys. This is on God's plan, not your plan. All right? So you can't expect miracles to happen if you don't continue on your path. Becoming this is not easy, and it takes years. There's a lot of healing that she has to go through. There's a lot of mountains she's got to climb, a lot of journeys she has to go on or whatever, and she has to just continue moving forward. And again, I say she because I'm looking at a female in this card. This is a never-ending process, guys. When you're working on this divine feminine journey here, getting to union with self, vibrating at the violet flame frequency, it takes a long time. It took me 3 years, or give or take, to get to union with self, and now I'm operating at this for a year because God has to test me to make sure if I'm really this. See how that works? So maybe somebody needs to hear that. And you're trying to think about, where are my manifestations? I thought the same thing. For whoever needs to hear this, I thought the same thing. And I said to myself, wait a minute. God needs to test me to make sure I don't lose this power. You just don't get it after all those hard years of work, guys. And then all of a sudden, here are your blessings, here are your ships. And then when you don't see the ships and you don't see the manifestation of your dreams, you're like, am I doing something wrong? Did I screw up? No, it's God testing you to see how much further you can go. Are you going to stop dead in your tracks? Are you going to go back home, so to speak? Are you going to regress and go back to being a distorted feminine? It's divine timing. Again, patience is needed. She is the badass of patience right here. She trusts in what God is doing. She is living under God's plan, not hers. So even if she is this energy, she trusts that God is going to provide for her because God is her only source of supply. And she trusts that the Emperor is going to come in. She trusts that everything that she's trying to birth is going to manifest. That's what she does. So some of you still need to have some patience. Don't stop. This is no forward progress. Again, with that Page of Pentacles we saw, you have to keep doing the hard work. And the others of you who have done the hard work, who are getting communication, you've put in a lot of work here. And all of this work is not going to go, it's not going to be thrown out the window, Aries. It's paying off. It's paying off, Aries. So trust that you are going to manifest whatever it is you want to manifest. I said you're crowning right now. The head of the baby is there. You are very close to giving birth to whatever this is. And some of you, you've been trying to manifest a lot. You're going to be seeing a lot. You may have like quintuplets. I know that sounds like cheesy, but they wanted me to say it because I was talking about giving birth, right? You're not going to give birth to one child, Aries. It's going to be multiple. And don't take that literally. Maybe that's a premonition for somebody here. But I think you guys know what I'm saying. You guys are smart. There's multiple things coming in. Multiple blessings. It's abundance. For you not resting on your laurels and for having patience. I'm hearing get ready for the next adventure. Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. See what I was talking about with the hard work? You got to stay committed, guys. It's not easy. I was talking about this in my daily guidance for my Capella members. Okay? You got to keep doing the work. And again, it's what I realized when I got to here. I was like, okay, cool. Where are the rewards? And God's like, wait a minute. Again, God's trying to see, are you just getting there just because you know what you can have when you reach that level? And then just stop doing what the Empress does? No, you were here to rule an empire. You don't rest on your laurels when you're ruling an empire, right? You don't go backwards. You don't go back to being a distorted feminine because your whole empire is going to disrupt into chaos. She's still in her light. She's still at the violet flame level, and she's still doing what she needs to do to maintain this energy. That's why God has us go through that stage for an indefinite period of time to see, are we going to stay committed to our mission? And whatever mission you have as a divine feminine, again, being a beacon of light, faith, and hope to people. I said that. That's the Queen of Wands. Some of you can't be like, it's my way or the highway. Where are my manifestations? Where's my stuff? I did what I did, God. Now this. Now where's my thing? Where are my ships? Nope, that's not like that. When you stop making forward progress, Aries, you start dimming your light. That's why I said you are here to rule. You are never done doing your work. Otherwise, your whole kingdom, your whole empire will disrupt into chaos. That's not what God wants for you, because you are here to be an inspiration to others. But you keep doing the work, and you make sure that you maintain that high vibration. Because again, when you stop in your tracks, you stop following through with what God asked you to do. You stop with your mission. Because see, here's the thing, guys. If you're not seeing the manifestation of your dreams, especially if like you're not in union yet with your counterpart, and you're like, I've been Empress for years or whatever, and I don't see anything, it's because God's still testing you, and God is still working on your counterpart. Because from what I've experienced with my clients, is that the masculines always have way more work to do than the feminines. And so depending on their birth chart and other things, and their karmic debt and their past life stuff, it could take them a much longer amount of time. And God's trying to see, are you really patient, feminine? Because that's what a true divine feminine does. She's patient. She doesn't care about the time. She doesn't care about how long her masculine is taking to heal. She's just concerned about, I need to continue to fulfill my role as the divine feminine Christ here. All right? Some of you like kind of got off the path and you're not delivering. You're getting complacent. You're doing the same thing over and over and over again. Maybe it's all work and no play. That dims your light too. Okay? When you stop committing to your mission here, you got to stick to it. It's dedication. It's diligence. This is your dharma. Your life's purpose of being an inspiration to others. It's the Queen of Light. You are a Queen of Light, whether you're male or you're female. You can't stop shining your light here, Aries. No matter what happens. Even if you don't see your manifestations yet, you still have to fulfill your role as this beacon of light, faith, and hope to others. She is a powerful manifester, but again, she does not get caught up in the timing of things. Some of you really need to still stay dedicated to doing that for others. Because what I'm getting for some people here, if you're getting frustrated and maybe losing your temper and getting like all like heated up because you haven't seen anything yet, where are my ships? You're becoming a distorted feminine when you do that. You're regressing. That's what Three of Wands is. You make forward progress, then you get pissed off because you're not seeing anything manifest. You're not seeing any changes in your abundance. You get off track, and then you lower your vibration and you dim your light, and that affects the collective. You gotta trust in what God is doing. Again, with divine timing and the patience. The shadow side of her, she doesn't have patience. And I have to say it, Aries. And I know because, and I love my dear father. I do. But to be honest, my own father, he's an Aries. Sometimes he doesn't have patience. That's just kind of the shadow side of people who are Arians, not Arians, who are under the sign of Aries. So for some of you, that's something you still need to work on. And of course, there's no judgment here. We all got stuff to work on. I'm a Gemini sun. You know what one of my main issues was? Freaking overthinking. And I've got strong Virgo on my chart too, so that doesn't help. Both of those are ruled by Mercury. So I did a lot of second guessing and overthinking, guys. We all have shadow sides. And for some of you here, there's still a little bit of you losing a little bit of your temper and trying to force things, control things. I'm saying it because that's the shadow side, that's the reverse, but this is the obstacle, right? The challenge here is your shadow side of yourself, Aries. You're coming out here because this is fire energy. So you got to stay committed to the task at hand. Stick to it. Keep working at it. Faith it till you make it. The Queen of Wands is going to get what she wants. She manifests what she wants. She knows what she wants and she gets it. Maybe some of you have been doing that, but you're not getting something. Maybe you're still not in union with your person. That's the last thing that you want to get or something like that. Or other things you're trying to manifest and you're like, what the heck's going on? I thought my manifestation abilities were on point. But some of you are starting to lose patience and then you're getting, you know, agitated and frustrated and getting upset. And then you might try to force things to try to control the situation. And this Three of Pentacles, There's something about work here for some of you, because this is all work and no play. So is this. Some of you are trying to do too much at your job. You could be a business owner. You're overworking yourself. You might be giving and giving and giving and giving and not receiving, as what the Empress does. She doesn't force. She lets the abundance come to her. She doesn't have to do everything and anything. She's not my way or the highway. She co-creates with God. She does her part, and then God does the rest. She gives, and she learns to receive. And receiving is also about you focusing on self-care. She's very excellent at doing that. She knows when to stop. Okay? She gives her time, talent, and energy. She does her hard work. Being an inspiration to others. Some of you are spiritual leaders. And very good ones at that. But there is a time that comes for you to rest, Aries. It's like my guides, my Sunday went off. It did not go according to plan, because my guides actually changed my schedule, so to speak, so I could be sitting out in nature while my son was enjoying his time with his friends on Sunday. And they told me, don't do anything today, Jess. And I had a lot to do. Right? I have my mission as being this Queen of Wands, as being the Empress. But then I also know that I have to rest at the same time. And I can't freak out if I'm not going to be pushing out a reading or something, or doing something for a client. Sometimes God tells me not to do readings for clients, right? They tell me when, and even if it's been 2 weeks, and I tell the client, if the client can't deal with it, that's on them, it's not on me. I follow my divine guidance. So maybe some of you might be in that situation where, nope, I got to do it this way. I have to keep working, and I have to keep doing this because I'm mission oriented. And that's awesome, Aries, because that's what's a good thing about you. You're ambitious. You're driven by Mars. You're ruled by Mars. That's where your drive and ambition comes from. But it can go in overdrive. And when that happens, you dim your light when your energies are expended. Being that mission oriented means that when you're that mission oriented, it does not mean that you have to continuously work your ass off. You have to be this Empress. Patience. Receive. Take care of yourself. Get recalibrated and get back to doing your mission work. All right. It's like my guys, they told me, nope. You are going to spend all day here out in nature, and it was glorious. It really was. And I wasn't worried at all, because I was already behind with what happened with the dark force interference a couple of weeks ago that lasted for like 2-3 weeks. And I'm like, nope. I'm not going to freak out that I'm behind. And then eventually I started to catch up because I had the energy to do it. This could even be third-party friction. There's something, third-party friction could just very well be overworking yourself. All work and no play. Loss of motivation. Not committing. Not learning from your past mistakes. When you don't learn from your past mistakes, there's still that karma that you add to your plate. That affects your vibration. Okay? Balance this out. You don't have to control everything, and it doesn't always have to be your way. But again, be careful with all of this work being put in, and then it dims your light. There's something about creating more instead of just doing a job. Okay? Um, yeah, this is like you lose commitment. You lose the, sometimes you even lose the drive, lack of motivation. But you got to understand what that spark within you, that's your motivation. The talents, the gifts that God gave you, your passions. What are you passionate about? That's your motivation. Work towards that. What you're passionate about is your dharma. It's part of your dharma. When you're fully immersed in the work that God has asked you to do, and you're really mastering your talents, your spiritual gifts, your talents, spiritual gifts here. That is what raises vibration for you, and that's what increases the luminosity of your light. And some of you have like, you want to go back home, you're regressing, you're stalling, you're postponing your other goals, your other plans. Stick to them. You set the goal, stick to them. Again, have faith that you will make it, that you will achieve your goals. Stay committed. Keep pushing forward. This might even be getting help from somebody or collaborating with somebody. Or maybe you're already collaborating with somebody. Maybe it's not working. No, that just came through out of nowhere. But for the others of you with your ships coming in, you were patient. Divine timing is here. You've been on this long journey because you worked very, very hard on your business, on your skills. You stayed dedicated to the task at hand, and you were continuing to give your time, talent, and energy to others. You were really mastering what God gave you. And God, that's why you had to be patient. You spent all this time, you were this, but God was like, I need you to level up, Aries. This is a leveling up. You're going to be vibrating at this Empress energy, but I need you to stay here in this level for now because you're going to boost your abilities. Again, increasing the luminosity of your light. So because you stuck to it, you didn't let anyone or anything lower your vibration. You continue to be this very charismatic, very inspirational spiritual leader or teacher or boss or whatever this is, business owner. You stayed committed to that. And now what's happening is that you are being recognized for all of the hard work that you put in. Again, that hard work is now paying off, Aries. Other people are going to recognize you. You might even get like actual recognition, maybe from a fire sign or another business person. You're going to be recognized more by your peers or more by the community or whatever it is that you are shining your light at. Okay? Or you're bringing in somebody who wants to collaborate with you. Hey, I saw you do this. You want to work with me? You want to work together? Or maybe this could even be like student teacher. I talked about like apprenticeship, right? That, you know, maybe you're going to work with somebody to be your mentor. You want them to be your mentor because there's some really powerful feminine here. It's either you or someone you're aspiring to be or work with. Because this, again, this could be learning right here, apprenticeship, student teacher, learning from somebody else who's this. Because this is one incredibly vibrant person. This is a very beautiful, very attractive too, physically, but also internally. I'm hearing that somebody thinks that this person's a unicorn. That not only are they really, really beautiful and attractive on the outside, it matches what's on the inside. And it's a strong person too. They don't let anybody like get in their way or dethrone them. But they don't get all irate and temperamental if somebody tries to dethrone them. They have that balance there. There is assertiveness, but there's still compassion. That's a little bit hard to master. Trust me. Sometimes I want to just go off on somebody, but I have to bring that down. I don't want my distorted self to come out. I'm going to be honest. I'm like, nope, nope, nope. I got to temper that a little bit. So there's a very powerful feminine here. And because so many you're drawing so many people in, and they're enamored by what you do, what you're skilled at, the light that you shine, your energy. She has amazing energy. Amazing energy. People are like, holy cow, who is this person? You're being recognized by a lot of people now. If you think you haven't been being recognized by people, or maybe you don't think you are, but you're being recognized by a lot. And there might be somebody who's actually looking at you literally to work with you on something. Or asking you to join them on their team or something like that. Okay? Collaborate. Co-create. Again, co-creation is a big thing here. So there's also something about success. Maybe there's like a leveling up with your business too with that. Okay, there's something about money. There might even be a promotion for somebody here. All right? Somebody might be promoted to like CEO or VP or something like that. There's a big, big, big promotion for somebody here. It might even involve travel. You may have to move to get this promotion, or this new job that you're going to have as this leader is going to cause you to travel a lot. Let's put these two together. That's a powerful energy right there. All right, let's see what the lesson here is. Oh my gosh. Woo! Did you see how that flipped out? It's the freaking sun, you guys. You have the Empress and the Sun? Oh my God. What did I talk about? Your light. Whoever you are, your light is blinding people. It's blinding people. Leo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and we've got Venus and Aphrodite here. Holy cow, Aries. When I talk about you manifesting abundance, you're manifesting the crap out of whatever abundance you're trying to manifest, if that even came out right. I can't even articulate it. But somebody's light is so freaking vibrant. I was talking about that you're manifesting some amazing things. You have a lot of divine feminine power, Aries, for whoever this is. And you know it because you feel it. You're like high in the sky, but you're not becoming some sort of conceited person, because she can be very vain too. And very conceited. She can be that, but be careful with that though, Aries, because it is in the challenge position, the obstacle position. But somebody here who's really shining their light is attracting some incredible abundance. I'm hearing it again. Your light is blinding to the world, Aries, for whoever this is. You have this incredible ability to heal others. This is tremendous amount of healing. You have also done a tremendous amount of healing. You no longer question God. You no longer just, I don't know why this is going on, but I trust it because I am a true divine feminine over here. You've healed your inner child. Your solar plexus chakra is like super on fire, but in a good way. It's super cleared. You have no issue with your solar plexus chakra whatsoever. That's vitality. It's life force. Happiness, optimism, light. But you are a really great healer and a really great inspiration to others. You've been inspiring others on how to heal their heart. Oh my God, it's another 3, guys. That's 4 3s. Somebody's very connected to the Ascended Masters. Could even be Jesus. But because Jesus was a powerful healer, was he not? You know how much compassion he had for people? It was just phenomenal. And apparently you, Aries, or somebody here, you had that come out of passion like Jesus Christ does. Jesus was also a beacon of light, faith, and hope, was he not? So somebody here, you may be a descendant. It's in your birth chart. You can find that in your birth chart. So yeah, there's somebody who's this great beacon of light for others, and you are doing an excellent job healing people from heartbreak, from disappointment. You are inspiring others to heal those wounds because you were able to do so successfully. And because of that, people are going to be coming to you now. Let me study with you. Let me work underneath you. Let me be your apprentice. You be my mentor, that type of thing. Student teacher. Wow, this is beautiful. And the lesson here, though, for the others of you is you need to forgive. You got to stop letting your pride and ego get in the way. Your ego block is keeping you from forgiving, and I said that. Forgiveness is a divine state of being. That is what completely clears your heart chakra, and that's what gets you the 2 of Cups. It's what brings in union. You cannot have it any other way. Forgiveness has to be there for yourself, to give to your masculine, to give to other people who've messed you up, other people who've broken your heart, who caused a lot of sadness and pain and suffering in your life. You still need to forgive those people, because a true divine feminine is able to forgive those people. So there's a big lesson about forgiveness and getting over ego blocks. So some of you are incredibly powerful healers, and you really inspire others to do their healing because you have done some tremendous healing. You have learned to forgive. You have learned to let go of the pain and suffering. You no longer are succumbed by the past with all of that heartbreak and sorrow that you went through. You know about reconciliation and being hopeful. The lesson here is to feel optimistic. Stay in that high vibrational state. You got to faith it until it happens. Faith it until you make it. Don't forget to tap into your inner child. I talked about some of you are overworking yourselves. You need to have some fun. Like I said, my guide said, no, you're just going to sit here and marinate. It was awesome. And I had no regrets whatsoever. Because I know God's preparing me for something else. And he's always preparing me for these reads and everything. So if they tell me just don't do anything, take a full day off. Like the only thing I probably did was just finish a load of laundry and make my son's lunch for school. And that was it. I had all these other things to do. And they said, nope, just do these couple of things. And just enjoy nature. Enjoy the sun. That's what I was doing. Sometimes this literally means you guys need to go out there and get some sun. Go have some fun, Aries. Enjoy life. Yes, you have a mission here, but you also have a life. Go enjoy yourself. Go someplace sunny. Go on a vacation. I know I've been wanting to go on vacation. I'm trying to figure that out once my son goes off on his vacation with his dad. And you know what? I'm trying not to get hung up on, like, if by the grace of God I'm gone for like 2 weeks or even a month, I'm not going to freak out about the work that I do. I can manage that, right? So some of you need to look at that. You can go have vacations and enjoy yourself and be a kid again. God doesn't want us to be these like old farts and just like, have this job and just do work and have no fun, no play. That makes Johnny a dull boy, right? Whatever the heck that saying is. And I'm not saying you're old. It just came out because I have a lot of guides that they make jokes, and you should hear me when I work with my clients, especially when we're live, and it's the funniest thing because I have the best spirit team on the face of the planet. And they make me say these things, okay? Because I'm in super channel mode. But you got to go have some fun. That's going to help heal you. It raises your vibration when you tap into your inner child and you're not getting caught up in that distorted child like, no, I'm not allowed to play. I need permission to play outside. No, you don't, Aries. You're an adult. But at the same time, you have that childlike energy without you. So go have some fun. You cannot be adulting all the time, Aries. It's not a bad thing. Somebody here thinks it's a sin. It's not. God is of the light. He's the happiness. He's the joy. It's the agape level. It's violet flame. Why would you think that being a kid, or not being a kid, or having fun is a sin? I don't know who said that, but I'm not knocking on you, but that's what I heard. Okay? Or like it's a bad thing. You are here to have fun. Playfulness raises your vibration. It frees you up of this low vibrational energy. It gives you more vitality, more of that life force you need to do your light work, to do your mission work. Some of you might be disappointed here because you're not reaping your rewards, because you haven't seen union yet, whatever this is. And this is a union. This is a reconnection of counterparts here, of twin flames. Okay? But remember, to have everything under the sun, you got to let go of this disappointment. You have to forgive. And you being just playful and jovial and lighthearted, it helps to not only to forgive yourself, but to forgive others. So you're being asked to do more of this. Think about a child. You know how forgiving children are? Or how parents, a child does like a really bad thing, right? Do we hold grudges against our own children? Because our children can disappoint us, right? But we still forgive them anyway. They can do all these crazy things to break our hearts. Maybe not break our hearts, but maybe there's more disappointment, right? Sorrow. We get sad about something. And they do things. But we forgive them anyway. This is so weird because this is coming out. What is this? Oh my God. I think his initials are BG. Anyway, look up the song. This is coming up because this came up before I did this reading. A modern day prodigal son. This child disappointed their parents for a very long time. And they were heartbroken because they realized what they were doing. And then the child comes back. The guy who's singing it, forgot his name, Brandon. Anyway, there's nobody else with that title. So look up A Modern Day Prodigal Son. Brandon Gitley, I forgot. It's BG or something like that. Just look up the title. And then he realized what he does. And after years, and he's much older now, he goes back to his parents and he asks for forgiveness. And he was afraid that he wasn't going to be accepted. Or maybe it could be you being the prodigal son or the prodigal person coming back to your divine feminine, asking for forgiveness, right? It could be a lot of things. And the guy in the song goes back to his parents, and his mother's like, I've been waiting for this day. She never gave up on her son. She forgave him before he even came back. That's exactly in the story of the Bible with the two sons, right? The other son gets the money, the inheritance, and then blows it away, the women, the whatever. And then the other son's like, oh my gosh, he's just like used up all of the dad's fortune or whatever. And then the son comes back. I'm sorry, Dad. I really, really screwed up. I misused your generosity, your gifts, your inheritance, everything. And then the father's like, he didn't think he was going to see his son again because he went off like finagling around or whatever. But then he realized what he did, and he comes back to the father because he's broke now and maybe drunk or whatever the story is. And then the father's like, I've already forgiven you. The fact that you came back was the big thing for me. That went to show the father that God, brought his son back to him. And that his son wanted to change things around. And then the other son's all mad, right? And then the father gives him a party or something like that. And the other son's like, are you kidding me? Did you see what he just did? So you see with the other son, he's being a distorted masculine / distorted feminine. But the father's being divine. Because a distorted person, the son who gets jealous and he gets all bent out of shape because like, what the hell? My brother did all this and you're going to give him a party? You're going to do this for him? What the hell? Ego kicks in. How are you going to forgive somebody who did that to you, Dad? Ego, his distorted self comes in, but the father is not like that. I don't know why this is coming in, but somebody needs to hear this. Seeing things through the eyes of a child, but he saw things through the eyes of the father, and because he's dealing with his own child, with what happened. And he knew, as his role as a father, that forgiving his son was really going to turn him around. Because the son already started those first steps to come back to his father and ask for forgiveness. Said, like, look, I'm so sorry what I did. I feel like an idiot. And the father's like, I know, but that's okay. You veered off a path. You made a mistake. But I'm still going to forgive you anyway. Because people do stupid shit, right? I've done it. We've all done it. We're not innocent. But we do have to see the divinity in others when they make mistakes like that. And that's when you're able to forgive. You get everything in the world that God can hand to you. Because you see that in someone. You see the divinity in somebody else. It doesn't matter what the hell they did to you. They could have taken all your money and ran and did the same thing with the prodigal son, but they come back. They realize what they did. When they do that, that is huge. When they ask for the forgiveness. The person who's a true divine anything will be able to still forgive that person. Because for the prodigal son to come back, that was a big step. That person had to have balls to come back to do that. So there's something here, Aries, with if you're in that situation, you're not a true divine feminine or divine masculine, especially divine feminine, if you can't forgive. That's just the bottom line. Forgiveness is a divine state of being. Being a true divine anything means that you have all the divine qualities in your heart space. You are embodying that and you are embracing that. You're acting it, you're talking like it, you're thinking it, you're speaking it, eating it, drinking it, all of that stuff. You're full divine feminine. That's why that's a hard thing to do for some people, to forgive, because of all the pain and sorrow that that person might have caused them. But guess what? That person, if you wouldn't have gone through that heartbreak with that person, through that pain and suffering, through that separation, if you're a divine counterpart, you would not have become this if you are really this. This person taught you the greatest lesson of all, that you had the power to overcome this right here. Not just from the person who did it to you, but everyone else who caused pain and suffering and heartbreak in your life. But if you're dealing with a counterpart, that's what they taught you, to find your feminine power. Right there. So if your ego's getting in the way and you can't forgive, then I'm going to have to say you're not a full divine feminine. And if you're expecting union to happen, that means you are not in alignment with your godly self just yet. There's something about, for some of you, forgiveness is still an issue for you. And I know this because God showed it to my face. I said, God explained to me exactly what this embodies. And it's like, forgiveness just is a big thing for divine feminines. You are not a true divine feminine if you cannot forgive. God forgives. We are God within, so we have the ability to do it. And the others of you, there's a reconciliation. If you're asking for forgiveness from somebody, there's a male here who's preparing to ask forgiveness for someone, you are going to be forgiven. And I have a feeling that somebody already told you that you were forgiven many times. Stay optimistic about this. This reconciliation will work in your favor. There's success here. It's the sun. God knows if you speak your truth and you ask for forgiveness, you will be forgiven. It's what God does. It's what we're supposed to do as spiritual beings. The human side of us is what gets into the ego and it prevents us from forgiving. This is a huge lesson that the collective needs to learn. Because when you can't forgive, you're operating from your human self, not from your divine self. Ego. Okay, so if there's somebody here who's asking for forgiveness from their feminine or something, again, you ask, you will be forgiven. Because somebody here is already a true divine feminine. She doesn't care what you've done. If you just come to her with the truth right here, you literally ask for forgiveness. Even if they've already forgiven you without you asking, they're still going to do it again. Knight of Cups. So somebody could very well be coming in asking for forgiveness, Aries. This person's going to be vulnerable. Again, with that apology, they're going to express to you a lot of stuff. There could be an outpouring of emotions here. But this person knows that the truth has to come out about how they feel. And there's a lot of stuff that's going to come with this too. But this person's following their heart here. It could be a water sign. And God's telling him, you need to do this. If you want to marry the Empress, if you want a life with this Empress, if you want everything under the sun, a new beginning, a new prosperous beginning, a completely new start with the Empress, you're going to have to come in and be vulnerable and express how you really feel. Apologies, explanations, whatever, asking for forgiveness, healing. There's healing here. Ask and you shall receive, right? She's very receptive to those who come back to her asking for forgiveness, because she's a true divine feminine. And it doesn't matter if somebody took forever. It doesn't matter if they took years. Again, the prodigal son story. The son came back anyway, after a long time. And the father was hoping for that. He was probably trying to manifest that. And he was just hoping that his son would realize his ways and turn back to God. And you as a light worker, I can't tell you what to do, but I know for me, that's what my mission is, to get people back to God. When you can do that, you've done some incredible things for that person. There's great healing with that. And the father forgave the son anyway. Because all that time out, he really realized what he did. And he said, oh my God, I fucked up. I got to stop being a coward and go to my dad and say, Dad, look, I know I messed up and I really misused your inheritance. I really took advantage of your generosity, and I'm coming back to apologize. Found the error of my ways. I'm repenting. I want to start over. I learned my lessons. When the person learns their lessons the hard way, guys, that is a huge thing. That's what God wants us to do. And if somebody comes back and they've learned their lessons, what else could you want? And if they come ask for forgiveness, how can you not forgive somebody for actually learning their lessons and they're going back to God? I mean, that's what we're supposed to be doing here. Because when we're doing that, that's when we're in our true divinity. Because everybody's going to do stupid things. You know, for me, I would want somebody to forgive me for what I've done, because I know I've never been perfect. I always tried to be. But that was a huge flaw in myself. Yeah, see? I took advantage. I took advantage. I regret it. I'm sorry. I hurt you because I was trying to keep myself from being hurt. Here's the forgiveness right here. The big blessing of true love, of forgiveness, of compassion. It's divinity. It's purification. This person wants a new beginning with you. Like a very pure one. Because it's more divine now than it was before. And then there's the Ten of Cups. Again, the forgiveness. This is what you get. When you are unconditionally loving, right? You self-love, you love others unconditionally, you forgive, you get the happily ever after. Emotional material wealth, blending of families, a beautiful marriage. It's harmonious sacred union. This is a divine relationship. These people are being called together to be an example of what's called a divine couple. They're going to show others all of the trials and tribulations that they overcame and how they were able to forgive each other, because their stories are a little bit heavy, one more so than the other. And they're going to share their story with the world, and everyone's going to be like, you forgave that person for that? You went through this and you overcame all that? Yeah. And even something about overcoming the whatchamacallits about divorce. The stigmas. Because there's like a blending of families here. Anyway, I can go on for 10 years. My guides are the best, though. I can't complain. And I have all these cards that fell on the floor. So I like this. And I knew that that song, go look it up again, A Modern Day Prodigal Son. It made me cry. It really did, because you just got to look at the one with the lyrics. Just read, make sure you read the lyrics. Don't just listen to the song. Pay attention to the lyrics or read the lyrics as the song is playing. There's plenty of those on YouTube. That's what happened. It showed up on my YouTube feed, the lyric version. I could feel somebody through that story, which is why it made me upset. But it was more like tears of joy, too, because of what that person was able to do. When he goes back to his mom, and his mom was like waiting. She had already forgiven him before he got there. Let's see what the guidance is. The Dolphin. Don't worry, be happy. Letting go. Learn to let go. And it got much darker in here. Looks like it's about to rain. All right. Dolphins. Look, there must be a sign, guys. If you keep seeing dolphins, this is confirmation of the reading. Okay? There's some dolphins here. They're my favorite mammal, if you didn't already know. All right, here we go with dolphins. Don't worry, be happy. The Bobby McFerrin song, right? The dolphin has a spiritual ability to uplift your spirits with its friendly, playful nature. Escape from the stress of life by being more relaxed and doing more of what you enjoy. Pursue your creative passions and use your energy in a more productive way. Try not to worry about issues you have no control over. This worrying can become a habit, so by taking a more relaxed and laid-back attitude, you can conquer your stress and become more calm and content. Love to be playful. Learn how to be playful and let go of worry. What was I saying about being playful? Dolphins are so playful. That's why I love them so much. And they're so freaking smart. I've swam with them before. Oh my gosh, I need to do it again. But see, when I talk about being playful, that's going to alleviate the stress. Somebody's worried about coming to their feminine and expressing the truth and asking for forgiveness. You do not need to worry about this anymore. You've been worrying about this for a long time. I can feel it. You already know who your feminine is. You know what she's capable of. You know she's a true divine feminine. You're afraid she's going to go apeshit on you. Angry, temperamental, judgmental. No, that's not what I'm feeling. For whoever I'm talking to, you know who you are. That's not what's going to happen. Life is constantly changing. Nothing ever stays the same. People come and then they go. Some exit quietly without you realizing it, and some go with a loud bang. In the constant flow and changes of life, we get stuck with unhealthy habits, unhappy relationships, unrewarding jobs, unrealized dreams, and the like. You may have created an unhealthy attachment or bond to something or someone that no longer serves you in a positive way. You have the innate courage to acknowledge the situation and know that change is inevitable. It also brings with it newfound freedom and spiritual growth. I am ready to free myself from situations that no longer serve me. All right, let's get your wellness message for the day. What wellness message do we have for Aries? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Movement. Gentle movement removes old stagnant energy. You see, I was talking about all work and no play. Guys, go have some fun. It's here twice with the dolphin energy in the sun. Do something that lights you up. Get to step in. Get moving. It's going to raise your vibration. Balance. Discover your inner balance with the outer world. Balancing your life, again, with the all work and no play thing. Go have some fun, guys. Ceremony. Conduct a personal ceremony to celebrate you. There's something about somebody's being recognized for something at a ceremony. We saw 3 of Pentacles, right? Yeah, somebody was very hard working. This promotion, maybe it's graduation ceremony, but I'm getting something more about work. Somebody's being recognized for something at work. There's a ceremony that's going to happen soon. Huh. Interesting. Signs. Develop an awareness of signs that indicate you are on the right path. Some of you keep getting signs and synchronicities about stuff, and some of you are still doubting them a little bit. I don't know why. They're not coincidences. For whoever needs to hear that, they're not. The universe is too intelligent for accidents, guys, and coincidences. Keep that in mind. What's going on with love and relationships for Aries? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Did I say missed opportunity? Look. Regret from former relationship. Don't run if it feels right. Risk of loss. Communication is imperative. Somebody thinks I missed an opportunity. Whoever you are, no, you didn't. Stop thinking that. You're regretting for not taking the opportunities previously handed to you, but this is the time to do it now, whatever this is. Don't have any regrets, okay? If it feels right to you, if you know this is your Empress or whatever, or whatever this is for you guys, don't run if it feels right. Trust your intuition. That's the Knight of Cups. Trust what your heart feels. Follow your heart. You're running you think you're going to lose something? You're going to lose your person or lose whatever? What is your heart telling you? And especially if you're getting signs and synchronicities that you're not, then believe in that. Look, total connection, like-minded, resonance and intimacy, compatible personality types, healthy attachment styles. This is the 2 of Cups for me. Like-minded people. You guys are like in alignment. You're compatible. This is a compatible connection. You haven't missed out on this opportunity. You guys still have the opportunity to reconnect. Here, again, reconnect with the Sun. Relational abuse. Notice the red flags that may be emotional, physical, sexual, financial, in nature. Ask for help in situation. Your red flags could be like your fears, okay? Your fear of loss, right? Your fear of missing out on the opportunity. You need to communicate. We saw the Page of Pentacles there, right? If you're seeing any red flags, then heed them. But also, if you're not seeing any red flags, then don't put any red flags that are not there. Okay? Somebody needs to hear that one. Okay. Come on, cards. Emotional intimacies at the bottom of the deck. See, it talked about resonance and intimacy and total connection. Healing relationship with self, inner child precedes successful relationships. Love is energy. I was talking about unconditional love. Love is the only thing that heals all things. Someone here may be afraid of being emotionally intimate, maybe you or your person, but you will heal the relationship with the self when you heal the inner child. Inner child is right here with the Sun. You also heal your inner child when you forgive. And for somebody here, don't be afraid of being emotionally intimate. That's what this guy is. That's what he does. Finger pointing is underneath that. Our partners reflect our wounds. Relationships mirror what we are. Finger pointing, take responsibility for your actions. Look, baggage at the top, not letting go, hanging on to the past, hurts, issues, identify and heal patterns that impact relationships. We have the let go card at the bottom. This is at the top of that deck, and that's at the bottom. See? Let it go. It's like Elsa. Let that shit go, Aries. Splitsville. Leaving quickly, decisively. The relationship is devolving or ending, not keeping in touch. Time alone. Some of you need to let go of this emotional baggage and spend some time abroad. I said travel, right? There's an airplane there. Go on a vacation. You got to heal yourself first in order for a connection to heal. All right? There is somebody here who you have baggage. You're hanging on to the past because maybe you kept leaving somebody's life quickly, or you didn't keep in touch with them when you wanted to. Something like that. Because you were afraid of emotional intimacy. Take that how it resonates. If it does at all. All right. Let's look at the full moon Sagittarius stuff. What? I want you guys to be able to see it. What is coming to Aries with this full moon in Sagittarius? The full super moon Sagittarius. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Forget, June 14th. By the time you watch this, it's already happened. Look at 23 degrees Sagittarius in your chart, guys. I don't know if I said that already, but I'm saying it again if I did. Take time to breathe out. I think Pisces got this card. Disseminating moon. Pisces also saw this card and didn't come up, but it wasn't picked up with the rest of the deck, and they wanted me to show it. A new moon in Libra. A new romantic cycle begins. Adjustments are required. The third quarter moon. Guys, just give me a moment. I had some massive epiphany just now. I can't talk about it here, though. Not that it's a big thing. At some point, I'll talk about it. Maybe during the live or something. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. See? Big things are changing. All right. Let's do this disseminating moon. I just passed through the super moon. Okay, disseminating moon, where are you? 34. The intensity of the full moon has abated, and what we are left with, that's what this card is asking you. And that's pretty much what's going on by the time you watch this, right? Because we're passing the full moon already. It suggests that the situation you're asking about has now peaked, and it's time for you to regroup and learn from your experiences rather than blindly forging ahead. Have faith that what is happening is for the best. Try to accept the way things are now and give yourself and others time out to relax. Breathe. We can't be on all the time. If you feel you've hit an obstacle or even failed in some way, now is the time to reflect on how to do things differently next time. Be honest with yourself if you feel bad about your current situation, and then remind yourself that life goes in cycles. I am where I am, and it's okay. You should know where you stand now either now or very soon. You need to take some time out for your own good. It's time for you to share your wisdom and experience with someone else. Avoid falling into a slump. The disseminating moon is the first moon phase after an explosion of energy that comes with the full moon. No matter when you pick this card, it suggests you're at a more tranquil point in the life cycle of whatever situation you're asking about. This is not the ideal time to start something new. The disseminating moon is the time to breathe out. Give yourself some time off and think about what has passed. It's so weird. I got the same thing in Pisces is reading about it's not time to start something new, and then it says a new romantic cycle begins and expect powerful change. But trust your gut, okay? If that confuses you, because I'm pretty sure it's going to confuse somebody, just trust what your heart tells you. If God is telling you to start something new, then listen to what God says. Think of yourself as a vessel that has been filled more and more over the past few weeks. Because remember, take what resonates, because this is for a collective. For some messages will apply to others. Well, some messages will apply and to others it won't. Think of yourself as a vessel that has been filled more and more over the past few weeks. Some of what has come your way may have been wonderful, but there is also a lot of negativity, and you need to let go of this. Whatever situation you're asking about now, be honest about whether there are toxic emotions involved which you need to release into the ethers. This card also comes with the promise that all is not lost. However, there are changes or adjustments required before you will get to where you want to be. A change of course is forecast now that recent events have been understood and acted upon. There may also be a crisis now which will remind you what you want and what it's time to let go of, so pay attention. I am reevaluating the situation. Your life may be out of balance and this may be causing you issues. We do have the balance card. It may be time to hatch a new plan. Something new and exciting is around the corner. Trust may be required to move the situation forwards. We know where we have been, but where are we going? It's a time of falling away and a time to reevaluate. The teaching of this card is to release and to trust the universe. I think Pisces got that card too. New moon in Libra. So maybe you want to watch the Pisces reading if you haven't already. That's not it. I'm looking at new moon in Pisces as I say that. New moon in Libra. Libra means something to you, the sign. Give and take could well be the answer to whatever dilemma you're asking about. Compromise may be called for. It's time to start negotiating or even renegotiating. When the new moon in Libra comes up, there's a restart for you for someone else. A new relationship could be beginning, and if that's the case, the chances are this will be a healthy and well-balanced connection. The cards indicate that, okay? And anything you do after pulling this card, doing it in pairs is advised, such as teaming up with someone in business or in your personal life. Libra is the sign of relating, and this card suggests that whoever's at the heart of the issue you're addressing is someone who will be open to talking things through. See, there is a true divine feminine here who's willing to listen to whatever her divine masculine has to say. That's for somebody specific. Avoid being selfish. It won't get you anywhere at this time. Reach out to someone and let them know they care. See? Feel more, think less. Marriage or engagement is on the cards. I talked about that too. A legal matter will go your way. Pay attention to your appearance, but don't be all about appearances. Libra is the sign of love and harmony, negotiation, and relationships. It is harmonious, kind, and luxurious, and always aiming for balance. So when we have the new moon in Libra, or at any time you draw this card, there's a restart possible for anything and everything connected to partnerships, negotiations, appearances, and justice. Remember that Libra is depicted by a set of scales. This energy wants to bring things back to equilibrium. So for those who are counterparts, the universe is trying to bring this connection back to equilibrium, okay? And then we have a new moon eclipse here. Expect powerful change, the overall energy. If you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work. And we have the Sun card here, the best card in the deck. With the Empress, like you can't make it up. But be prepared. It could be quite a riot, and events now can even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason you'll appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path. There is nothing to fear. Never mind the past. Life evolves every single day. Yes, yes, 1,000 times. Yes, Aries. You're being shunted towards your life purpose. Whatever's happening now is happening for your highest good. There is an important turning point in your life. New moon eclipses are among the most exciting astrological events. They herald a complete change of pace. It's as though you're headed in one direction, probably being guided by your ego, and then here comes the divine, the goddess or spirit, to turn you instead to face in the direction you actually need to go. Regardless of whether or not there's a new moon eclipse happening, it's a powerful affirmation of positive turnarounds. And we had a new moon eclipse recently. I can't remember the date, but we did have that. I know we all know this. Look what's underneath this. Your hard work's paying off. What was I talking about? Your commitment is being tested at the top of the deck. There you have it, Aries. There's your reading. I hope this helped you. If you would like to sign up for a Capella membership or book a reading with me, check out capellawellness.com or check out the description box for links. If you're concerned, if you're curious about the Capella memberships, there's different tiers. There's exclusive content that you get on my website. It's like Patreon, but I put everything on my website. You get access to all these channels, all these other perks, depending on the tiers. And it helps to supplement these readings, okay? And a lot of the daily guidance that I do, they show up in these things, but I give more messages to those people than what I'm being asked to talk about here. So, you can cancel at any time. You don't have to sign anything. You don't even have to come to me to cancel it. If you don't like it, fine. If you get what you need out of it, you can cancel. No hard feelings, right? If you want to learn more about that stuff, again, capellawellness.com. Check out the title that says Capella Memberships. I also have a link that takes you directly to all of the different tiers. That will help supplement these things. Like, again, with the daily guidance and the meditations. Other tiers have what is blocking you, what you need to heal, the connection between you and your person and the energies of that connection, letters from your person, letters from your higher self that I do, automatic writing, which is was a talent that I have, a whole bunch of other things, discounts on readings, exclusive access to forums, and live only events for members. I always get that off. Members only live events. Well, I can do free readings for people without having to be on the live, and you don't have to be on a list type of thing. Yeah, so if you want to check that out, check out the description box for the link to see the different tiers. If you guys have any questions about anything, about my services, about me, about this reading, or anything in general, don't be shy. Go ahead and reach out, okay? I am here to help. All right, Aries, that concludes your reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send you so, so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess with Capella Wellness, starring out.